Hey y'all, it's May the 29th, 2018. I thought I would holler at y'all real quick. Real briefly, I gotta go into work. I forgot to explain, part of my scheduling problem is that now I'm going to work overnight. So I'm gonna become a vampire, if you will, during the week. Alright, but I'm about to go into work, so I wanted to holler at y'all real quick about something that I probably hollered at y'all before about and see. I want to get y'all's perspective on this particular topic. Now, for example, the Tommy Robinson thing is weighing heavy on the minds of many people out here. Not only did he get swept up, snatched up, all right, not only did that happen right fast, right over there in England, where they're struggling to keep order, law and order. Not only did that happen, but it really did honestly become illegal to even bring up the fact that he was snatched up, and he certainly was. People, it seems, especially in England, where there's a media blackout for real, they're getting largely the wrong idea of what exactly went down. Now, by color of law, perhaps everything that they did to Tommy was extremely legal by their precedents that they set in that law. And they've been doing it for quite some time. They've been paving the way. All right. The sentiment is not whether or not they followed the law. I believe the question that many people are asking is, who in the world is these laws protecting here? It certainly isn't Tommy Robinson. It doesn't seem to be most people in the UK. There seems to be people who want to get word from them, but at the same time, word is becoming illegal in the UK. So we want to get word from people in the UK, but it is becoming illegal to have words over there. I wanted to bring that up, because a lot of people already understand the details. If not, it's important to understand the details of that particular case. Tommy Robinson, he was reporting on what, I believe, is one of them pedophile grooming rings and stuff where people just keep children and they just snatch up children, I guess, and throw them into sexual prostitution. Things of this nature is absolutely unacceptable. It's wildly unacceptable. All sort of people should go in the ground if we find out that anything like this was ever happening. So Tommy Robinson, he was reporting on it. I'm not sure exactly what he said. The thing is, who knows? I don't know. I mean, I would like to see some sort of evidence, but you know how governments can be with evidence. Here's the thing. He got snatched up. Nobody knows why or where over there in the UK, and that seems disturbing. They don't have the right to talk about it. That's illegal and stuff, man. It's all concerning a pedophile ring and stuff over there in the UK, and it seems to have a lot to do, unfortunately, for everybody involved. Seems to have a lot to do with certain factors in Islam. All right. Obviously. I mean, that religion of people who should go unnamed. All right? Those people, they're doing all sort of this pedophile grooming stuff, right? And they get infiltrated into the country. This is what it seems like. All right? And certain people are taking advantage. Here's what I want to explain. It seems pretty reasonable for people to jump on the bandwagon of, these dang people in this dang religion that should go unnamed. Oh man, they're really, they just push it and push it and push it. I wanted to address that certain sentiment right now because I don't even think that it's necessary when you really think about it, because if you were to really take a look at it, this world is a complex place, right? More often than not. The people getting hurt by these Muslim extremists are people, my bad, these people who shall not be named. These people, see, what's crazy about them is that they hurt more Muslims than anybody else. That is the thing about it. Right? And it kind of does relate to, globally, when you think about it. You got people in these inner cities, right? All right, this here in this country, of all sort of different colors, backgrounds, all sort of them, right? And those people, they wow out sometimes, right? Uh, and they wind up hurting people. Largely, the most people that they wind up hurting is people with dark skin for whatever reason. They hurt those people a lot. All right, so when we think about things like this, we do. I think it's important that we understand. We can look at Islam all crazy, right? Or we can look at these inner city savages all crazy. All right, we really could. We could look at them crazy. We could label them as such, but they're not a homogenous group. In fact, they're hurting the people who just look just like them. They're hurting those people the most. You know what I'm saying? Illegal immigrants, stuff like that. Donald Trump called MS-13 all a bunch of animals. All sort of news publications turned around like they didn't hear him, pretending like they didn't hear him, and said it was talking about all the immigrants. All right, that all the immigrants are animals. I mean, obviously that's not the case. All right, obviously this was not what he was talking about. He was talking about MS-13, but guess what? MS-13 hurts illegal immigrants more than anybody else. Period. That's just statistics. They do. Because they blend in basically. The art of blending in, they wind up hurting many, many more illegal immigrants than they hurt anybody else, man. It isn't a homogenous group. It's a group that in and of itself is hurting itself and killing itself. All right. So it's definitely important not to look at the new age savagery that's going on in the inner cities and stuff, with the rap and the hip hop. And a lot of people don't like it. Video games, violent movies, and all this. It's unsettling to a lot of people, but it's also pretty important to be aware that it's a battle amongst themselves, man. It's basically a savage bunch of folks eating on themselves, and it's not good, all right? They're not all bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a struggle between good people and bad people in every respect. No matter if we're thinking about the Middle East, or we're thinking about North Africa, or we're thinking about South Africa. If we're thinking about our own backyards, it's a battle between good and evil, all right? And definitely people are making their moves right now, for certain. They're making their moves, and for some reason they seem to want to be covering up some sort of pedophile grooming ring all up in there in London, in which we're not even supposed to know about. Pretty much I already knew about it a long time ago. That's the thing about it. It all seems to be unraveling now. They can't have it unraveling. All right, so we're going to take certain groups and pit them up against each other, things of this nature, man. We do have to realize that first and foremost, a pedophile pedophile grooming ring stuff, that's trying to be covered up right now. That should be number one top story in all of London and all of England. That's the only thing we should be hearing out of England. In fact, we should be hearing about it all over the United States, because you got to understand we have those kind of pedophile grooming rings too. Why is that not object number one up in the media? Why is that? All right. And I'll leave out with this, man. Coming from what some people will call a Christian perspective, man. I mean, it gives you pause. It's just like, dude, what kind of ideology, what kind of new age savagery can even go without just eating itself alive when you think about it? And it always does. Who else are you going to follow? What other direction are you going to take this? A lot of people have extreme, utter, non-ending faith in the government, and it's proving to be not as lucrative as they thought it was. All right. And at the same time, man, we can't exactly reject all evil in the way of not looking at it, not studying it, not diving further. We do need to know who Lil Pump is. All right. We need to know who Cardi B is. although we don't like their music, I think it's important to remember that the future is kind of reliant on it. All right, and they've already bought into it, and they don't know what to believe in. All right, stuff's about to get real. All right, we're all been in the tribulation. It's May the 29th, 2018, and I shall be hopefully pretty soon just upping out my technology, coming out with these podcasts, talking to the people. We got so many people to talk to. Before it is illegal to talk to each other, I thought we would give it a shot. It's May the 29th, 2018. I'm going to have to holler at y'all a little bit later.